All right, guys, this week the big fight is Lance Palmer versus Alex Gilpin. This is PFL 2019 Week 2's main event. You can watch the fights on Thursday, starting off on ESPN 2. That's ESPN 2. And then they'll eventually wind up on ESPN Plus. That's right, man. PFL's with ESPN. And Lance Palmer was the winner of Season 1 for the featherweight division, so he's a millionaire. And Alex Gilpin, 12-1, got a good record, and you've seen him on Dana White Contender Series. Quality featherweight. This is new blood for the PFL to be injecting into this division to meet with some of those other veterans like Becerra, and Seiler, and Almeida. So I like what the PFL did with this division here. All right, Dan, Tom, what do you think about this fight?
Yeah, I think PFL's doing a quietly good job, guys. They're really picking kind of quiet prospects, if you will. Of course, they're going to have names that you hardcores and even casuals to a certain extent will recognize, but I like the Alex Gilpins of the world. They're really picking guys here who have talent, have a ceiling. They may not have the biggest sample size, but he's not exactly being rushed to product. You might have seen Alex Gilpin last year in Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series. More Contender Series guys as well on this card. I believe Peter Petty's as well. Anyways, but that's where Gilpin comes from, and he's a really good wrestler and submission grappler. So it's going to be a real interesting matchup versus Lance Palmer. Now, Lance Palmer, obviously, he's going to be the better wrestler against most guys, but I don't know how much he's going to want to shoot here, guys. Not only does Gilpin have 6 submissions, but they are all from Anaconda, Bravo, which is another word, Darce choke, or guillotine. What does that mean, guys? What are the commonality? These are all chokes from the front headlock. So in other words, when you're shooting, of course, Lance Palmer came from originally Team Alpha Male, Team Guillotine. He's seen those looks, trained at Extreme Couture, but now he's at Mark Henry's over in New Jersey. So that's what I'm going to be looking for here, guys. I think he might try to stay away from the submission savvy of an Alex Gilpin, who's no slouch on the feet. I mean, this guy Alex can switch stances. He moves really well in and out. But if Palmer's having to chase down guys like Marlon Moraes and Frankie Edgar, I like that for him if that's who he's working with this camp. So give me Lance Palmer with his experience too. He's also gone deeper in fights. I think Gilpin's only went to decision about 4 times, and he lost one of those. Granted, his only loss is to Dan Moret, a UFC vet. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Palmer's experience here, guys.
And also, I want to say, don't forget this is a regular season matchup. Gilpin could lose. I mean, this is the champion. We're talking about Palmer. And still come back with a couple wins and make it to the final 8.
Sure.
So what you may have seen in week 1 was the women's lightweight division is only 8 ladies. They'll pare them down to 4. But the men is 12, and they'll pare down to 8. So you still have a shot in case things don't go well.
Wow.
But, obviously if you win, that's how you control most of your destiny. Right. So I don't think it's the end of the world for anybody fighting on this card, is I guess my point. Also, got to give a shout out to Andre Harrison. How could I leave him out? He was part of Season 1. And he's back for Season 2.
That's right.
All right, Goes, who do you like in this one?
Well, I think if you're a big underdog in a fight, you have to be willing to take risks. And Gilpin does that. He takes risks in fights. I just don't know that you do that against a guy that doesn't have very many holes in his game, and he knows that. He's seen a lot of finishes in Gilpin's record. So I think he'll be prepared for that type of stuff, and I think you'll see a different Lance Palmer. I think he'll fight a little smarter, a little bit a more controlled guy, but I think he'll still get it done.
Yep, and again, with Palmer, I'm also taking Palmer, so this is going to be unanimous. With Palmer, I'm thinking this fight is one where you don't necessarily worry about the 6 points. You have to be in first right now. You know what I mean? You have to A, be healthy, B, get the W so that you can rack up some points. But if you have to go to a decision and not risk leaving your neck out or not risk getting clocked, because Gilpin, I think, also has his 3 or 4 KOs as well on his resume, you just want to win. And if it has to be ugly style, then this might be the matchup here. Where Lance Palmer goes out there, punches the clock. He's got his tool belt on, you know what I mean? And he just goes to work. It's not going to be pretty or anything like that. But you never know in MMA because they wear 4-ounce gloves. And anybody's lights can be turned off just like that. Or anybody can be suffocated just like that. So tune in to ESPN Plus Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern for this main card. And they start off on ESPN 2 earlier in the day. We got some featherweights and lightweights. 2 exciting divisions. There you have it. There's the main event breakdown there for PFL 2019 Week 2. We're the MMA Junkie Radio team. Catch us Monday through Friday on SiriusXM Fight Nation Channel 156, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific.